This is Ultimate Weapons, a mod for Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. In the words of the mod author, this mod was intended to recreate the look, sound, and the very feeling of Star Wars, something that I felt was missing in Jedi Knight. To accomplish this, I've put together the best of all weapon mods that I've found, along with my own work, to make the perfect weapons mod. This is Ultimate Weapons. If you're someone who's new to modding, or maybe you just want something that is really simple to install but is totally going to revolutionise the way this game plays and feels, then absolutely, Ultimate Weapons is for you. And over the next few weeks, I'll be covering more Jedi Knight content, more Jedi Knight mod content, so if that is something that you'd like to see, you can, of course, subscribe. So, let's get into this. What you're seeing on screen now is vanilla graphics, and whilst these were cutting edge in 1998, today they couldn't exactly be called modern and don't accurately recreate what we see in the movies. That's something that we're going to change with Ultimate Weapons. So let's compare a few of the guns. Honestly, the first time I installed this mod, I got more joy than a grown man should by simply blasting rounds of ammunition into a wall and wondering at the glory of the new explosion effects. All weapons have new sounds, impact effects, smoke and light flashes, plus the weapons.dat script has been modified to increase the rate of fire for some weapons, as well as increasing the ammunition limit for all guns. These new sounds and effects really do completely revolutionise the way the game feels. The guns just have that much more weight and feeling of impact, whilst the new visuals make every weapon feel that much more deadly. Even after hundreds of hours of having played with Ultimate Weapons, the first few shots rifled out of my blaster in any given play session never fails to bring a smile to my face. This mod really does give Jedi Outcast a new lease on life, and will definitely add many hours of replayability for the returning Kyle Katarn fanatic.
Anyone out there? Someone there?
So as you can see, the difference between vanilla and modded weapons is absolutely night and day.
The Force betrays you.
Speaking of night and day, Ultimate Weapons significantly changes explosion effects. Explosions are bigger, and I mean much, much bigger, and smoke will hang around for a lot longer. Some of the effects here are, in my opinion, perhaps a little overdone, and the smoke can be a bit much and does get annoying in some areas where a lot of enemies are carrying grenades. On the other hand, it does make these enemies a lot more challenging, and the reduced visibility adds a further tactical layer to the game that some players might enjoy. This aside, bigger, prettier explosions are, I think, something we can all universally appreciate, so the trade-off of perhaps having parts of certain maps be a bit frustrating to deal with still certainly makes this mod worth an install. But before we do get to the mod options and installation, this wouldn't be a complete overhaul without changing the iconic weapon of the Star Wars universe. Lightsabers have been given much welcome, new lore-friendly sounds and effects. The player lightsaber on-off effects have been changed, with the sounds for Kyle's saber being pulled from Luke Skywalker's blade used in Return of the Jedi, and the enemy on-off effects are from Count Dooku's blade in Attack of the Clones and Return of the Sith.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber.
lightsaber visuals have also been improved with a custom crafted model that elegantly ends with a pointed tip, and the saber weapon icon has been replaced with none other than Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber hilts. But of course, a Jedi has more to his arsenal than just a glowy laser sword. The Force has been brought to life in Ultimate Weapons with new sounds and effects. Some of these effects are less noticeable than others, but the true Star Wars nerd will appreciate the authenticity to the movie sounds. Push and pull sounds have been changed to a more subtle, lore-friendly effect, whilst Force speed is much improved from the flimsy, gamey sounds you'll get with vanilla. The lightning effect is perhaps the most dramatic change, with improved visuals and much sharper, harsher electrical sounds that linger as your enemies crumple before you to die in an electrical storm. The Star Wars nerd will again be happy to know that these are the very same sounds as when Dooku blasts Anakin and Yoda in Attack of the Clones.
You're gonna pay for all the Jedi that you killed today, Dooku.
We'll take them together. You're going slowly on the left.
Taking you
Now! No, Anakin, no! No!
All of these changes combine beautifully to truly give this game new life and bring yet more joy to returning and new Jedi Knight gamers alike. For a full list of changes and improvements, visit the mod page linked in the description of this video.
You fear me?
So, let's get this mod installed. The first thing we need to do is download our files. So we need to go to the JK Hub page for Ultimate Weapons, and we need to download the file. And now that Ultimate Weapons has downloaded, I'm going to open the download location here, and I'm going to extract the contents of this file, but I'm going to do it on my desktop, just so that you can easily see exactly what I'm doing with things here. So let's extract the contents of our mod, and you can now delete the zip if you'd so like. Now, the files that we want are the PK3 files. These are the mod files. There is the main file, ultimatewepons.jk2.pk3, and then we have 4 optional files. Now we need to place these in our Jedi Outcast base folder. That is in your Steam library. I'll show you where to find that by default. By default, it is in Program Files, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then obviously Jedi Outcast, Game Data, and Base. This is where we want to put our mod files. To install the standard version of Ultimate Weapons, all we need to do is place this file in here, and now when you launch the game, you'll have pretty explosion effects and all of that goodness. I do also, though, recommend that you put the low quality effects file in as well. All of the footage that you've seen recorded here is using the low quality effects file. It doesn't really give you low quality effects per se. It just reduces some of the things that I maybe found a little bit annoying about the mod. So that's it. Super simple. The mod is now installed. There are some other optional files here for a couple of different weapons if you'd prefer different model replacements for those. Green blaster bolts if you want green blaster bolts, and a no blood optional file if you feel that blood maybe doesn't fit in the Star Wars universe. And yeah, that's it. Mod installed. So, if you're about to fire up Jedi Outcast for the first time, or for that nostalgia hit, there's absolutely no reason not to install this mod. Especially given the ease of installation, and as you've seen, it is really going to transform your game, and spice up those early levels as Kyle's slinging blaster bolts at wave after wave of stormtroopers. And that is all we've got time for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, these do really help me out. and subscribe if you want to see more Jedi Knight content.
Who goes there?